You're listening to the High Noon Podcast. Your host, Mason Smith.
All right, welcome to another episode of High Noon. Got first-time guest Zach Mama.
Your podcast is High Noon?
Oh, I don't like the lamp there, dude. I can't see my guest.
You want to move it?
I'm going to move it, yeah. I want to be able to see your pretty face.
Now it's a floor lamp.
There we go. Is it still in the shot or no? It's fine. Who cares? I don't care if it's down there. Anyways, welcome to the podcast,
Thank
buddy.
you so much for having me, man. It was
Absolutely.
like such a crazy travel day for me to come do this.
Oh, yeah. It's just, you didn't have to drive anywhere, though.
No, because
So Zach's staying here at the moment, new roommate. And what do you think so far of living with me?
yeah, man. Thanks for having me on the pod.
Well, who do you like better as a roommate, me or Bill?
Bill, your dog? I like you both. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like there's some sarcasm there.
No, not at all, bro. But
You're just
you know,
mad that I haven't cleaned the shower.
Yeah. I went a few times. I was like, hey, man, there's a little hair, like, all over, everywhere.
Okay, but whose farts are worse?
Yeah. I think Bill's.
Yeah, Bill's
are
got
nasty. Yeah.
Bill's got.
Sneaky, because he doesn't go like, I'm about to fart. He's a dog. You know? He doesn't warn you. He goes,
He doesn't even know.
no. No
His-
idea.
Sometimes though his do go. They go.
Yeah.
Or they do the.
Last night he was like, can I sit on you? I was like, yeah, absolutely. He was like, oh. And then I was like, dude, that's not cool.
They're bad.
Yeah.
Especially when they're they just like they're the. Like, you know.
Yes. But beautiful dog. Amazing dog.
No, he. Some say the best boy. No, he is a good dog, but his farts are fucking brutal.
I knew
dude.
there was a, dark side to his personality, and that's the farts.
Yep. And so we have a deal. If Zach can teach Bill how to shake, I'm gonna give Zach $100.
You heard it here. Bill's about to know how to juggle.
A boxer.
And a boxer. Yeah, you like that, right?
I do like
yeah,
that.
That's just how we say boxer in French. We say un boxer.
It makes it sound so much cooler that way.
Bill le boxer. Bill the boxer.
Hell yeah.
Bill le boxer.
And in case you haven't noticed, Zach is French. And you're
How would you notice that?
because your accent.
Oh, really?
I said in case no one has noticed.
Bill, do I sound French? Sit. He doesn't care.
He's like, no. He's like, yeah, with you.
yes.
Sit with you.
Shake. Oh, he's licking my hand. No.
I mean, buddy,
go to bed.
I tried for probably 6 months when I first got him, and he just I mean, bless his heart, he's so cute and sweet. He just doesn't get it, dude.
Bless his heart.
Yeah. So what would be the so if someone goes oh bless your heart, that's just them basically being like,
Poor
man,
guy.
you're stupid.
Yeah.
What's like the French? Is there a French word or way saying?
I think in this instance we say, "Oh, he's nice."
Okay.
Il est gentil. Il est gentil. He's nice.
How is it?
Il est
Il est
gentil.
gentil.
Il est gentil.
Il est gentil.
Excellent. Hell yeah.
Oui.
Yeah. You sound Chinese when you do French. That's cool. You're like,
Il est gentil.
no. You don't need to do more. That's Japanese now. It's changed.
yeah.
Yeah. That's too French now. Reminds me of my mom.
But you grew up in like proper Paris, right?
I was born in Paris, and then I grew up. When I turned 3, my mom wanted to have like a backyard so she could let her kids out to poop and like Bill.
Oh yeah, I'd go outside to fart. And,
Yeah. So we moved to a small town, maybe 40 minutes from Paris. Yeah, it's 38 minutes on the train.
Can we look it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
What
It's going to be so exciting because there's nothing there.
Well, I want to see like because I also don't really know the map of like what France, because France is France is Europe,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We're getting there
Yeah. Getting closer.
now. A lot of Jews in France, right?
Not after World War II. I don't know if you know what happened, but there's a lot there.
There was a little dent put in the population.
I think a lot of them came to the States.
Okay.
Yeah. My family actually came to. They're Jewish too, when they came to the States.
And are you? I forget. Are you Jewish?
Not technically, because my family is, but my mom isn't.
Oh,
My
that's
mom-
right. So you're not accepted.
Well, I am accepted. They don't have a choice. I'm here.
No,
up,
I mean,
Queen?
I mean, in the Jewish community.
Technically, no.
Technically,
but
no.
A lot of my friends that are Jewish through their dad, my dad is Jewish,
Okay.
are like, in the same position where like your whole family is Jewish, but every time they're like, you're not really Jewish.
Because your mom, yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird that your mom has to be.
Well, it makes
the-
sense. If you look at it, that's the only way to know who your parent is you come out of a vagina.
Oh, true.
So that's
Gotcha.
why it comes from your mom, because that's the factory. You're like, yeah, came out of that factory right there. But the dad, you never know.
I gotcha.
Uh,
So this is Paris.
no. I don't know.
All right.
Oh, there
so
you
here we
go.
go.
So if you go to directions, G-A,
It's not Y after that, is it?
will we see this on the pod? Like the
Yeah.
camera, or would
Yeah.
just
No,
you
this will be on the podcast.
LL? This is slow.
Is the internet fucking up again? You know, it's so annoying. You pay all. You
No,
pay
just two
fucking-
L's, not four. UIS. Are you burp on your podcast too?
Oh yeah, it's part of the pod. You can
Oh,
do it into the mic. People love it. The fans like it.
No, I'm good. That's it. Galui. You click the first
French
one.
people are very. You guys don't like fart and burp in front of people, huh?
No. Behind, yes.
So if I was in Paris and like burped out loud like in public, would people be like very offended?
They would give you $1. Be like, oh, he's homeless.
You must need $1, friend. Oh, you bless your heart. You poor.
Yeah. Oh, il est gentil. This is very slow.
Well, fuck. So, all right. Well,
Well, I think you can see Paris here. Okay.
yeah,
so,
Paris right there.
Yeah, excuse me, sir. So yeah, Paris is here, and then I'm west of Paris, but you would have to go.
Oh, okay.
Did you press enter?
There we go.
What can we go to?
Is that your bus stop?
I mean, not really, but
Uh,
that's yeah. That's a bus stop.
all right. Well, that's fine.
Can you go to maps? Because this is pictures.
It's loading like 1 frame per second.
It's because it's the internet.
Okay, cool. Well, that's town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's just a bus stop.
Is the house that you grew up in? Does it look like that?
Kind of, yeah, like stones, but like French stones, kind of, not like bricks.
Okay.
I don't know what you call those. Do you have those? Here?
Cobblestone? No,
Not
that would
really.
be the
It's
street.
like old stones.
kind of like a miniature castle a little bit.
Kind of, but not really. But I see what you mean. But I haven't seen houses like this.
Right.
here, where
Yeah.
the stones are not cut; they just put
Oh, like rocks. Like
kind
they're
of
more like
rocks,
placed.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. So my aunt's house that my cousins grew up in, it would be my grandma's dad, my great grandpa. I never met him. Built a full house out of just rocks that he placed, just like that.
Yeah.
And it's still there.
Yeah.
It's the roof's not doing too good, but it's still there.
And you
Pretty
think American women like when you burp, or is just guys?
Uh,
Because I remember our friend.
I'm not even sure guys like it.
Okay. Because our friend the other night, she was like, "That's fucking gross." And you're like, "Yeah, it's okay, bro."
Oh, wait, who?
Ali.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so my ex-wife Carrie, before we first split up, she was like, we were together for like 8 years, and towards the end, she goes, "I just can't handle the burping and the farting. It's just too much."
Right. I understand.
So the last like year, I was being very polite. I would get up and I would go fart in the kitchen.
Nice. When she was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
When she
want-
was in the kitchen, you just follow her
No,
there, and you're like,
no.
"Hey."
No, but I would, and I'd be like, "Hey, you're welcome."
Yeah. Oh, you would mention it.
Oh, well, she would hear it too.
Oh, cool. That's very polite. Yeah. That's. Il est gentil.
But so anyways, you grew up. What was the town again?
It's called Galui, but we tried to show it.
I know it's the internet.
No, I think it's the town. I think there's nothing there. There's nothing to see. You saw the
But-
bus stop. That's the first picture that come up.
Right,
It's
yeah.
also the second picture. I don't know if you noticed.
I did
It's
see
also, I think, the third picture that comes up.
It was
it's a bus
just
stop. Yeah, there's nothing there.
when you were growing up there, did you when you were like a teenager? In America, when you turn 16, you get a car.
Yeah, that's
and
when you're 18 in France.
Is when you can drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And you
did
can drink at 18 too. We can drink and drive.
oh nice.
Not
That's
at the same time, but
yeah. But you drink then drive.
you drive, then you drink while you drive.
Nice. Yeah,
But
we do
no,
that here too.
A lot of I've lost a friend when I was 17. I think he was 19. He died in a car accident. 'Cause
Drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, happens. What was your first vehicle?
I've never had one.
No shit.
Yeah.
Can you drive?
I have a license, but I never drive
Okay, so
because I got my
never
license.
driving ever my car.
No, I don't want to. That's fine.
Does it not? I guess if that's all you've ever known, I guess it wouldn't be annoying to not be able to not drive.
Public transportation in France is so good, you don't need to drive.
Oh, even when you're in Galileo?
Galileo? Galileo, that'd be
Yeah.
dope, man. Fucking Galileo, man. It's Galui.
Galway.
Yeah.
Galway.
Il est gentil, hein?
But when you're there though, you can still there's public transportation even in that small
I
town.
would walk to the train station
Okay.
for maybe 40 minutes, but you can hitchhike too. People do.
And that's safe. It's not like here where you're like, oh, I might get chopped up into pieces.
No, it's safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because it's such a small population that you'd get caught, or is it because people
No,
are just
I don't.
nice?
It's more in the culture. Everybody does it there. It's a
Okay.
small town. I mean, I've never done it. I hate doing it.
Mm.
Like I'm really shy. I don't want to go like this.
Okay.
I would rather,
You'd rather
walk than expose my thumb.
Yeah.
I'll show you other parts.
Yeah.
My hair. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But not the thumb.
Not the thumb, man.
Um.
But I would walk 40 minutes to the train station, and then from the train station, you go to Paris in 40 minutes.
Okay, so that's not bad.
But I usually would ask for a ride, and people, they have nothing else to do there. They are like happy to. It's a 5-minute car ride to the train station.
Oh, okay.
It's a straight shot. Really, so fast.
Gotcha. And when you were like 16, 18 and stuff, were there like, so when I was a teenager, we would drive to like Little Rock, Arkansas,
Sorry, bro.
to go see like what happened.
No, I said sorry about Little Rock.
Oh yeah, I mean it's getting better. It used to be in the top
Oh, it
top
is?
3 most dangerous cities in the country,
Yeah,
but yeah, I think it's better now.
it's top 4 now.
It might still. It's probably still in the top 10.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was where we would go see concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you guys go see concerts?
I would go to Paris. Yeah, every night.
Oh, okay. But it was more like, would you go to like raves or like live bands?
No, live bands. I saw so many bands like Prince, the Rolling
Oh,
Stones.
cool. Okay.
Stevie Wonder. I saw everybody though. Jamiroquai.
I don't
if
know
you
that one. No,
Yeah.
I know Jimmy Eat World.
Jamiroquai. Yeah, it's like a funk band kind of, but from London.
Oh, you knew
Exactly,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that
Yeah.
video where like all the shit was moving around in the room except for him.
He's like walking on a giant treadmill.
Oh,
He's
okay.
dancing. He's really cool.
Okay,
I
I'll
mean-
look him up. What about, have you ever seen Daft Punk?
I've never seen them live. I wanted to go, but I think my birthday party was that night or near then, and I don't want to go in line. It's like 12,000.
It's crazy. Yeah. They're from France, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my friend went. He came to my birthday party after. He's like, "It's crazy cool, man." And I would have liked to go, but I prefer seeing. I think at that time I preferred seeing people play.
Yeah, like live.
Instruments.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why it's always cool. Like, so I've been to a ton of like music festivals and stuff, and I always preferred when like Pretty Lights is a DJ,
Mm-hmm.
but when you see him live, a lot of times he has a full band with him,
That's cool.
which is way more impressive than just
Then
watching
just
a
a guy
guy.
going.
Yeah, which I like that too on occasion. But like last night, for example, we had a guy that was just
I
a
saw
DJ.
the stories. Yeah.
And it really is kind of underwhelming,
A little bit, yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, that's like, I think, and you're probably familiar with them, Justice. Like,
Justice? Yeah, of course.
With their new tour, they're doing like, it's a DJ set technically, but they've got all sorts of synthesizers, drum machines, everything. They're like still, it's like a
It's like a
hybrid
live
between
band.
DJing and playing live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they don't have a drummer, but they're
Right.
both up there doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. Do you know the Floozies?
No.
So it's it's brothers, and the lead singer, the main guy, plays guitar and DJs at the same time, but then the other brother is playing live drums.
Okay, that's cool.
I've seen them like well over 20 times.
Nice.
They're awesome. Shit, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say about?
See, don't burp, man.
Yeah, the burp distracted me.
We're talking about live bands.
Right.
Did I see live bands live?
See, I keep lining up all these questions in my head, and then I forget one.
Yeah.
But Ryland's actually a fucking super talented guitar
Oh,
player.
come on now.
Hell yeah.
No, he shreds. He's in a
Little
Rage Against the Machine tribute band.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're sick.
But
But
you say the name of the band again? Where was it?
Rage Against the Machine. It's kind of a mouthful, huh?
It really is.
He's on the right side of the machine.
Yeah, say it 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine, Rage Against the Machine, Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machines.
Hey, will you say it in French?
Right? Rage contre les machines.
That's sexy, dude.
Or if is it singular machine or the machines?
No, just singular.
Rage contre la machine.
That sounds really cool.
If you don't
when
get
he
a boner, I don't know what else to
Dude,
do.
I'm
you know?
wet
It's
right
a cool
now.
way
Yeah.
to say it. So Zach's actually filming a documentary right now about doing comedy in all 50 states.
Yes, not about doing comedy, but about stand-up in all 50 states. Yes.
Okay, well,
I'm
wait.
doing stand-up in all 50 states.
Right.
Part of
Yeah.
part of it, but
What was the difference in what I said and what you said?
well, one is more focused on me. Like I'm doing stand-up in all 50
oh,
states.
oh, gotcha.
And that's not really what I'm doing, or at least for now. Maybe it will just turn into that. But I wanted to show what it's like to be a comedian in each state, basically. Like, how is it to be a comedian in Arkansas? How is it to be a comedian in Mississippi? Because there's comedians everywhere. You know,
Yep.
like if
every
you go to any
city.
state, there's at least 10 comics there that have a show, weekly, monthly, whatever. But there's comedy shows everywhere, and I wanted to go and explore and see what it's like to do a show in Little Rock versus Bentonville, Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
versus somewhere in Mississippi versus San Francisco. Because most people just go to New York and go like, yeah, so I'll just stand up in New York, but you don't know what we have to go through to get to New York.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
The first open mics where there's like 4 people in the room, they're all comics. And,
Yep.
So
Did that just the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still do it.
And some people are gonna say it's a brilliant idea, and some people are not gonna think it's a good idea. Like Bill, what's his name? Bill Lee?
Bill Burr?
No, Bill Lee.
Bill Lee?
No, not Billy. Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee. Okay.
Bill Lee is a famous bass player. He's Spike Lee's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know Spike Lee.
Yeah, but I don't know Bill Lee.
I live with Billy in New York a little bit. So that's why
Really?
I said Billy instead of Bobby Lee.
And so wait, you stayed with Spike Lee's dad?
Yeah, my
How
first
the fuck did
Christmas
that
was
happen?
with Spike Lee's dad and his brother Arnold Lee, actually, who plays saxophone. I'm a jazz drummer too.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So when I came to the States, I met this saxophonist who was like, "Hey man, if you want to jam," just randomly, I went to his house. It was a beautiful house in Brooklyn, but they didn't have like electricity on certain floors, no windows at certain.
Because it was old, or
Because Bill didn't have money to fix it,
oh,
but he would let musicians stay in the house. So it was 7 musicians living in the house that was not meant for 7 people to live there.
of course, yeah.
Like I stayed on an air mattress in front of the toilets there. There was one toilet for 7 people.
So when you were sleeping, someone might come in to pee.
Oh, no, take a shit in front of me and there was no door. You'd be looking at me like, yeah, 100%. And that's why I said Billy, but my first Christmas was with them in New York.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, it was weird, but it was awesome.
Now, so is he known for just being a saxophone player? Like, is there a band that he was in?
Bill Lee is a bass player. His son Arnold plays saxophone.
And then Spike Lee
Spike
is the
is-
movie director.
Yes. But he hasn't.
Talent all around.
Yeah, and they have another brother. I can't remember his name, but he also is a movie director. And their sister Joy, she says it in French. It's Joie Lee. Super fun. I think she's an actress.
This is
That's
him?
him. That's Billy. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And when I got to Arnold's house, I just knew his name was Arnold. I didn't know Bill, I just looked at Bill and I was like, he kind of looked like Spike Lee, you know. But I
Yeah.
never put two and two together until like way later.
So would you say that you didn't even realize that till after you already moved out?
No, I was there every weekend because I lived in Philadelphia. But
Oh, okay.
he invited me to come jam whenever I was in New York. I would stay with them, and I stayed
That's
with.
so cool.
Yeah.
Man,
And-
that's awesome.
And for Christmas, they were like, "Come to our house." And one day Bill was always listening to us practice.
Mhm.
I was playing drums, and Arnold was playing saxophone. And Bill would sit on the stairs and just listen, not say a word,
Mm-hmm.
not a word, zero, nothing, and just listen. And one day I looked at him and I was like, "He kind of looks like Spike Lee." And I can't remember how I put two and two together, but I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. Did
Bill
you
Lee,
did you
makes
end up
sense.
asking or did you?
No, I think
You just yeah. It's like
I think somebody in the house mentioned it or something, but
that's not all of his kids, is it?
no,
What?
yes,
People he's collaborated with.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, John Lee
Wow.
Hooker.
Mamas and Papas. What?
Yeah, he's a great bass
Cat
player.
Stevens. Fucking.
Great bass player. He passed
That's
away
so
recently.
cool, man.
Tom Rush, was he in Rush?
I was so I saw that and I thought about it. I was like, no. That's really cool, man. Did he have so when you would jam there, did he have already a drum set or did you bring your own?
No, he had a drum set. Yeah, there's
Everything.
a drummer living there, but they already had another extra drum set in the basement. They had a piano there. And there was musicians from all over. There was a trumpet player. My friend Albert Marquez, who's a great pianist from Barcelona, lived there. I found him like a spot in the house.
Yeah.
But
you,
it
you
was-
go, hey, there's a spot by the toilet with me if you want to.
Yeah, no.
You wanna
he
lay
had
there?
an actual room. But I don't think he had a window. Like it was open
Yeah.
and it was freezing in there.
It's like Coming to America. He's like, well, you got the view, and he opens it up, and it's just a brick wall.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, it was by Fort Greene Park, so it's a nice area. Just I don't think Bill had money to fix anything.
Mm-hmm. So wait, so why was he? Why was he broke?
I think drugs.
Oh,
I don't know
no
if you
shit.
heard of those? Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I've heard of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
I've dabbled.
yeah. Maybe it's not drugs. Maybe it's just
Bad financing.
yeah. But
Well, wouldn't you would think that? So he had the cool place
yeah,
where he would let everyone. He sounds like the man, honestly.
yeah.
But you would think that like Spike would have like maybe like
They
set him
haven't
up.
talked in years.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, bad relationship.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
That's
well,
family
drugs.
problems. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad, but it sounds like he was happy though.
He was chill. Again, I think he was.
Because of drugs, he was happy as shit.
I don't know if he was very aware of whatever was going on because he didn't talk much.
Oh,
He would
even
just say yeah or no.
so even when he wasn't just listening to music, he just kind
You know, he was there
of
listening.
super quiet.
Oh, never made a sentence.
Wow.
Just yeah or no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
His-
or do you want to stay in my
No,
bathroom?
No, not a word. His wife did the talking,
Oh, okay.
and I think my friend Arnold is the son of that lady and Bill, but Arnold has a different mom than Spike.
Okay.
So they have the same dad, but Arnold is the only one that has a different mom. So it's 3 kids and then Arnold with that lady.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, so in all of your, because you're traveling, so you and I are actually both going to be missing each other by like a week in Alaska.
In Alaska, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be in Anchorage at the end of the month, and then you're there like the next week, I think. But in all your travels, which so far as of now, if you had to pick like your favorite city that you've been doing stand up in, what would you say? Austin? Because I know you really like, you've been here the most, right? Not besides when you lived in Philly.
Austin and DC and New York I've been to the most.
Okay.
I've been to San Francisco a bunch too, and LA.
I've never been to LA.
LA
I've been to
is,
San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego was cool. I don't think I have a favorite because I love Philly because people's reactions are really honest.
I like Philly too, but I've never done comedy there.
I think crowds here in Austin are easier than
They're
other
happy.
places. Yeah.
They're happy to see it. Happy to be here.
Well, it's kind of like Disneyland of comedy here. You go to Disney to see Mickey, and you see Mickey, and you're like, yeah, he's fucking here. In Philly, they're in Philly. They don't go to Philly to see stand-up.
Yeah, they're like, we live here, motherfucker. Make
Yeah.
us laugh.
Yeah, it's like
You
we got
want to
this,
participate?
this wave of like comedy tourism happening here now. Like I'm surprised there's not bar crawls based around stand up.
I'm sure that can look. Can we look? Can you? I bet you could look that up, dude. I bet that there is.
It might take an hour and a half to look.
Yeah, well, yeah, well
to
hey,
look
listen.
something
It's
up.
Spectrum.
I
get
can
it
see
together.
it fine on here. It's just taking
Oh,
20
it's,
minutes to show
okay.
up on the TV.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's so. Is it Spectrum or is it the fucking or is it the TV to the computer?
I think somebody put a curse on your house. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. It
The
really
internet
does.
is pretty slow.
Yeah, I mean, and then we just beat the hot water heater situation.
Oh yeah, we have to talk
Pretty
about
cool. Yeah, so that was fun, wasn't it?
this. Yeah, when I moved in, the water heater broke the next day, I think, or
It was like 2 days that you were here,
Yeah.
and then we got that huge storm.
Yeah.
And I go to I'm in the shower, and everything's fine. And all of a sudden, I notice it's just getting colder and colder. And by the time I'm done, I have the hot water all the way
Yeah.
to the left,
It's freezing.
and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
So I get out, dry off. I go look in the laundry room, and and this was during that big storm last week that we had, and the water is just pouring through the roof, which we had just gotten a new roof last year. So I'm like, what the fuck? But the water had put out the pilot light. So get a hold of the landlord. He comes over. Oh yeah, it's too much water. It's not gonna light. You gotta let that drain. I'm like, all right, man, cool. Next day, basically tells me it's my problem.
Right. I remember.
Basically is like, here's what sends me a picture of the fucking instructions on the tank. I'm like, dude, I can fucking read. I know about the instructions.
Hey, relax, man.
It's not work. It just pisses me off to even think about.
Yeah.
I was going
think
to
about
start a pilot fight.
Dude, yep, put one on the board. And well, anyways, he ends up coming over with a space heater, and we got
I mean,
it going.
It took 4 days.
It
but
was
we
it 4 days?
Yeah, we showered at your friend's house.
Showered. Yeah.
Shout out.
Didn't shower one day. One day we just didn't shower.
I mean, we thought we were gonna have hot water, and we were just like, "We'll wait till tonight because the landlord's coming." And they were like, "No."
No, yeah, I said that's a you problem.
Yeah.
But we're good to go now. We're nice and clean. But
So happy.
yeah, it's not guys.
If you
showering
guys are-
underrated.
If you're depressed, take a cold shower for 4 days straight, and then take a hot shower. You'll still be depressed, but you'll have a nice shower.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll make it a little better.
Does
Did
that-
you end up showering in the cold?
I think once I did my hair.
Yeah,
Like,
you didn't go full.
No, I was
Yeah.
like, this is still freezing. It was
Isn't it-
insane.
You know what's funny? It's funny to think some people are getting the cold plunge on purpose.
Yeah, but you know you're gonna have a hot shower after.
Yeah.
You don't do cold plunge and then let's go to bed.
Yeah.
You know? It was freezing.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah. And
But,
outside was freezing too.
Yeah, it was. It was
Temperature.
during when it was fucking, or it's still a little chilly out.
Yeah.
But so anyways, have you done so like we were saying, you're going to all 50 states.
Oh, favorite scene? Again, I don't think I have a favorite scene because it really depends on the night, the crowd, the vibe. I love when you think it's gonna be bad and it ends up being awesome. I think there's a lot of opportunities to get on stage in Austin,
Mhm.
but the open mics are not as good as like other places.
Right. Well,
There's
so
places I've been to, the shows are not great, but the open mics are awesome.
right, like that's like now are those open mics like in New York you have to like sometimes pay like $5
Yeah,
to go on. Would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say that
I-
those are the good those
I
are
had
the,
to pay in Honolulu during the pandemic $5 to get on stage for 5 minutes.
damn.
And you know what? I don't mind it because at least people are going to take it seriously.
Yeah. It
Versus-
almost kind of makes it a little like there's something to lose there a little bit.
What
so,
do you mean?
So people care more because they're
A
like,
little
"Hey, I
more.
paid
It's just-
$5."
Yeah, it's just $5, but sometimes it's good.
Mm.
Yeah, LA, same thing. Sometimes you have to pay to get on stage.
Or buy 2 drinks or something like that.
yeah,
And you don't, and you're sober, so like in that case, you have to just
That's
buy
new.
a Coke.
that's new.
Oh,
I
being sober's new.
Yeah, I stopped drinking December 24th.
Okay.
I thought I would do just a week until New Year's Eve, but then everybody was doing dry January, so I was like, I'll join. And the other day I told someone, now I'm too sober to want to drink again because I see my bank account and I'm like, whoa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Now, would you say there was a problem, or you just kind of
No.
felt like taking a break? And then
No, I didn't have a problem. I just I did a tour with a French comic. We went from New York to Boise, Idaho.
Okay. So where Casey Rockets from Boise.
Yeah, I hit him up when I went there. He was really nice. And I think we did 4,500 miles in 10 days or 12 days. And afterwards, you eat gas station food every day.
I love gas station food.
Every day?
When I was a welder for 11 years, and
What was that? What did you point?
because that's part of the podcast is that I bring up that I was a welder for 11 years.
I'll do it again.
I was a welder for 11 years, and I'm also from Boston.
What's a welder? I don't even know what that is.
A welder for 11 years,
What is that?
and
I don't know the word. No.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I don't know the word. I know.
I don't know how to
spell it,
describe that. now that I'm thinking about, I've never had anyone say that.
But my bad. What did you do?
I was a welder.
What was the job? What did you-
Welding.
What? How do you weld?
That's so,
You have
that
an-
would take me. That would take so long to explain.
Google it.
I mean, like, can we? Yeah.
No,
let's-
no, you're on your
let's
own on
see
this
what
one.
the definition.
Explain yourself, Mason.
I actually would like to see what the definition
Okay.
of a welder is.
Jesus.
So, it's like welding. I don't.
You can't explain what you did for 11 years.
I mean, I've just never really had anybody say that.
You only talk to Americans, but I don't know what
So I,
welding is.
I could do MIG, TIG, stick, flux core.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Yeah. So welding is a fabrication process whereby two or more parts are fused together by means of heat, pressure, or both, forming a join as the parts cool.
Were you making cars and stuff? Or?
So I was doing my favorite welding job was when I was I worked in I lived
Can
in
you look
Boston
up
for 8 years.
welding to French? Like go to translate.
No, explain welding in French.
That's not complicated, bro.
That's what you would put.
Welding is a fabrication process whereby two or more parts are fused together by means of heat, pressure, or both, forming a joint as the parts cool. Yeah, I get it. I think
So, anyways, my favorite welding
That's-
job was when I was in Boston. I was a welder in look up East Boston Shipyard.
hold on, you're asking him two things, bro.
What? No, there's nothing's happening.
Definition of welding in French?
No, I wanted just a translation.
Oh, I thought when you spoke it in the accent that's what you meant.
No,
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing.
no, I just wanted the. I was killing time
Oh,
for the thing to go on
well,
the
so
screen.
So I'll tell you. So my favorite job that I had, I worked in the East Boston Shipyard, and we built floating barges for dredging. You know what dredging is?
Soudage. There you go.
Oh, that's welding.
Yeah, see? No, there's
Soudage.
literally only one letter that matches. No, two. The D and the E.
Does that make
Soudage.
more sense now or no?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you being serious?
C'était soudeur, yeah.
Oh,
Your job was soudeur.
Soudar.
Yeah. He's a boxer, you're a soudeur.
I was a Soudar for 11 years.
That's intense.
Yeah. So, anyways, my we would build floating barges
You couldn't keep your wife?
for. Yeah, no, well, yeah, I guess not.
You're welding, bro.
I know.
Right.
Yes. What's that? What's that say right there?
soudeur pendant 11 ans.
Is that I was a welder for 11 years? Wait, say it again.
It's not j'ai été would be j'étais.
J'étais.
Yeah, it's a different tense. This is wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
j'étais
J'étais soudeur pendant 11 ans. Pendant
pendant
11 ans.
11 ans.
Yeah. J'étais
J'étais
soudeur
soudeur
pendant 11 ans.
pendant 11 ans.
Magnifique. Can you say the whole thing? J'étais soudeur pendant 11 ans.
J'étais soudain pas entendre. Uso entendre. Hey, so I meant to say this earlier. I took French in the 8th grade.
Yes, I can tell.
They say
was a long
and
time
you know
ago.
the only thing that I can still remember that I for sure know is levez-vous.
Ah, get up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Stand up. Levez-vous.
that's the only thing I remember,
Parfait, parfait.
dude. And my teacher was a cunt. God, she sucked.
She was just French.
She was like from Arkansas. She was just a bitch, and but we would get bonbons.
Bonbon.
Yeah, the candy.
Yeah.
So
Bonbon.
good.
Yeah.
It was so good. But anyways, so East Boston Shipyard. So in that marina right there. So see to the right that picture with that to the right
Bottom?
there.
Yeah.
So that's East Austin Ciders, which is like an apple cider company.
Yeah, I know them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So across from that, in that parking lot, but on the water, is where they used to build naval ships. And they
Okay.
would go, after they build them, they would go right out into the harbor and then go out for like war or whatever.
Right.
So then later, years go by, and then the Big Dig happened, which is where they built the tunnel. Yep. Yeah. So they look up the Big Dig. It's pretty neat. So they built the huge tunnel that goes under Boston. It's under the water,
Really?
and it took like 20 years to build it or something.
And
10 or
cars
20
go
years.
in there?
Yeah. It's
go where?
I think it's the Ted Williams Tunnel.
To go where?
Just to get to the other part of Boston, I
Okay.
guess.
Oh, yeah. Exciting.
Yeah,
Where are we? We're
but
still in the
but it
same
was a
podcast.
big deal. Like it was like it took either like 10 or 20 years, and
It was
this
a big dig.
It was a big dig. It was a big deal.
Why do they
and
call it the big dig?
that's just what they call it. I don't know.
You had to dig deep.
It was a big. It was a long time, and so
Is it loading
so
something?
the company
or?
the
Okay.
company
Like-
that I worked at just had a huge influx of just tons of money because they were building the beams and shit.
The what?
The beams, like all the beams and all the shit that you would need to go under the
Like-
bridge and
like
shit.
Lasers? No.
Yeah, no.
No,
Like
beams.
like
Like beams.
yeah. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to
As in
describe it.
jet fuel doesn't melt steel
Yeah,
beams.
Yeah, beams. Yeah.
Okay.
And all right, so here we go. The project was managed by the Massachusetts Turnpike Authority, with the Big Dig and the Turnpike's Boston extension from the 1960s being financially and legally joined by the legislator at the Metropolitan Highway System. Design and construction supervisors joined. Let me see here.
Why are we reading this?
Well, anyway, because I worked at the company that did this,
Okay.
but later they started building floating barges because they were like running out of ideas, I guess,
right.
for
Like-
dredging. You know,
like
what,
you for the podcast, right?
yeah, no, I'm not running out of ideas.
Kidding, bro.
Do you know what dredging is?
Oh, you get so offended. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Man.
Hey, this isn't. We're not having fun here.
I have so many ideas for this.
Do you know what dredging is?
No.
So it's where they take on these barges we would build. They would piece them together like puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
And they would put backhoes on them, like the big machines,
Yeah.
and they would dig in the ocean
Okay.
trenches.
To try to make
And
the
then
tunnel.
no, not at all. Actually, I
Okay.
really don't understand why they did it. And they would put all the dirt into another barge that would go out 40 miles out into the ocean,
And
and the
dump it.
bottom would open and it would just dump it. I don't really understand why they did it, but that's what they did.
Beautiful.
And I built those barges, and it was the coolest job I ever had. Got fired. I threatened to kick my boss's ass
Why?
because he was just an asshole.
Why?
Well, they called him Wet Brain because at 6 a.m. he would drink Bud Light.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Like you would wake up and drink Bud Light
Yeah.
right away?
Yeah, and he was always late. And then one time the QC, that's quality control, shows up and goes, "Hey man, did you know that your boss is drinking right now?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, we all know."
Wow.
Yeah. Still dark out. Like
Did he drink all day?
yeah. But he
Nice.
would like hide it. But we all knew.
He'd be like,
He would like put it like on his desk, like under a newspaper.
mm. Wow.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit. There used to be a joke on Fridays when we would get paid. The joke was last person to the bank doesn't get paid because they would run out of money in the account.
Right.
So then we started going to check cashing places, and then the check cashing places caught on that they didn't have any money, but they couldn't do anything to you. Yeah. But that company ended up like they went under, and then a new owner bought it. I don't even know what happened to those people. Crazy though. So, anyways, back to your documentary. How many states you been to so far?
34.
Awesome. So you got. Have you been? So you've been to Mississippi? Did you go to
Yeah.
Biloxi?
No, not Biloxi. I went to. That's an excellent question.
Oh, what?
That's an excellent question.
Oh.
I can't remember the name.
What is there besides
Jackson?
Biloxi?
Not Jackson.
Jackson,
going to
Vicksburg,
Jackson.
Natchez.
No, Hattiesburg.
Oh yeah.
That like the battle. There was a Civil War battle there.
Yeah, something happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something not good.
They've
No.
actually got a pretty solid music scene over there. I've got some friends who play in bands.
I went
out
to a
in
concert
Hattiesburg.
after the show I did. It was good. Yeah.
Who was it?
A friend of a friend.
Oh, just a local band.
yeah. It sounded really good.
Nice.
Then I went to the door and they were like $10. I was like, nope, it's not. That.
Yeah, right, right.
I just got paid $10. Not spending it now.
I just did an hour of stand up for $10.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes, but
Dude, isn't it cool? You know, if you really think about it. So like I've gotten paid, I think the most I've been paid is $600 for two feature spots.
yeah.
And if you think about it, that's like crazy good money. Like for doing, because technically, I did 30 minutes of work.
No,
For 600
you did years of work to get to.
Oh, true.
That's
Yeah.
how I think about it, but yeah.
That's a good way. Actually, I like that. That's a good way to think
Yeah.
about it. Because it is years of just going, fuck,
Yeah.
please let me go on.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad you said that. I'm going to, from now, when I make $15 for 10 minutes,
No, you're not getting paid $15. You're getting reimbursed for your investment
yeah.
into the
Dude,
stand-up community.
It's crazy. I'm still at a point where I would pay to go on.
I mean, I think if you're a real comic, you're happy to just go on.
Oh, I will do. I literally.
Yeah.
People have told me that like, because I'm down to do a show for free. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I do a thing where so I'll go feature for some comics, just because I reach out and I say, hey, you're gonna be in this city, whatever. If I'll offer to fly myself there.
Yeah.
And put myself up if I can just go on.
Yeah.
And I haven't been told no.
Yeah.
And then also, sometimes I get paid anyways.
That's what I've been doing too, with this documentary thing, because I interview famous comics everywhere I go, and I sometimes they offer me to go up. Sometimes I'll see other people are in town and I ask them if I can go up. Sometimes somebody will see that I'm there and ask me if I want to do a show or whatever. So yeah, it's just we have to be patient too.
Absolutely, dude. And when did you start in Paris?
No, because comedy is 15 years old there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why if you watch French stand-up, I mean, you have to know French. But if you watch French stand-up with English subtitles, you'll be like, hold on, I've heard this joke before.
Really?
Because they would take jokes and translate them.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not frowned upon there?
It is, 100%.
Oh,
They
okay.
just thought they could get away with
Oh,
it. Like
oh.
your boss who's drinking, you're like, we see you drinking.
Yeah, we know what you're doing.
Yeah, like in 2006, I remember seeing a French comic, and I was like, I know these bits. You don't have to look at your dog. I was.
Oh,
in
no,
the
I
story.
thought I heard him like making noises.
Okay. No, I was like in the story. But I went to see 2006. So how long ago was that? In 2025? 19 years
Almost,
ago.
Yeah.
19 years ago. So stand-up started there about 20 years ago, I would say now.
Who started it?
I don't know who started it. Somebody, yeah, you can look up who started stand-up in France. But I think it's French comics that were doing one-man shows.
Okay.
You know what a one-man show is?
Yeah, it's where it's more like a theme than
You're
being
doing
funny.
sketches by yourself.
Right.
Where you can wear a pair of glasses, you do a character, then you wear a scarf, you do a different character.
Okay.
You change your name, etc., etc. And Some of it is great. But they saw stand up in America and they were like, oh, I want to do this and talk about my life on stage.
Okay.
But we don't know what stand up is. We just think like it's a guy that goes on stage and talks about being on the subway. It's not really respected there.
Okay.
Or it wasn't until recently. And I don't know if a lot of French people still understand what it is. Because here it's kind of started in the 50s, right? With Lenny Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge culture here. But there's not many different variations in France. There's no Mitch Hedberg, Patrice O'Neill, Eddie Murphy versus,
Right.
you know, we don't have a variety of stand-ups.
Is there a main dude that is the guy?
Yes, but he was caught stealing
Okay.
Seinfeld jokes,
Okay.
you know?
So would you say like you know how they say there's 3 forms of stand up? There's storytelling, observational, and one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say in France it's more, besides the joke thievery, is there one-liners or is
It's
it
more random, bro. It's not really one-liners. People don't even get that.
Okay.
And I mean, I've seen people, you know, imitate Jesselnik.
The dark humor type thing.
Yeah, kind of like always a weird twist at the end where you're like,
Oh,
don't
the
expect-
misdirect.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's like Louis C.K.'s ex-girlfriend is French, and she's really funny.
She's a comic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's French comic.
What's her name?
Blanche Gardin.
How would you say it if you were not going to do it in Francie?
Blanche Gardin. Blanche Gardin. Super funny.
Okay.
Super fun. And she mastered how to just be herself on
Okay.
stage.
So she's probably like the top. Would you say she's like one of the top French comedians?
Yeah, number 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or at least number 1 female, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
Or number, like, top 5 at least.
No, you could say number 1 comic.
I think she's the most popular for sure.
Okay.
And she is just like, she leaves the mic on the stand.
Mhm.
She has her hands behind her back, both
Is she
hands.
fat?
No.
Oh, a lot of fat people leave the mic in the stand as well.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
that a thing here?
Yeah, Joey Diaz leaves the mic in the stand. Ralphie May always left the mic in the stand.
Really?
It's just something I sort of noticed.
Oh,
That's not like a fact or anything.
yeah.
I feel like it's.
Trey moves around a lot.
Trey's not fat.
Trey?
I'm kidding. Bro.
Oh.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, I've seen her before.
Really?
Yeah. Is she on Netflix?
Yeah.
I've seen her before.
See, like, the one where she's holding the mic is an old clip. Now she doesn't really take it.
Okay. So a lot of people prefer leaving it in because also they can Norm Macdonald always left the mic
Yeah.
in the stand too. He wasn't fat.
Did you just burp in the middle of a sentence?
What? I didn't even notice.
That was crazy.
Yeah. No one would even notice if you didn't point it out. But
Really?
thanks, yeah.
You burped in the middle of a sentence,
Yeah.
bro. But yeah, she's cool. She's very. I mean, and again, I
Blanche Gardin.
played her special for a French woman, and she hated it. She was like,
Really?
I don't find this funny at all. Because she talks about depression, anal, and like
Right,
everything
right.
in between.
So she's like the Jordan Jensen of France.
No, not the same style at all.
Oh, okay. Because Jordan's gross. Jordan does gross stuff.
She's not gross.
Oh, you said anal.
Well, she would go from like the spectrum,
Okay.
depression to anal, but like look at her. She's like
No, she's a cute
little
girl.
angel.
Yeah.
Not even like she's like a little angel that says nasty stuff.
Yeah, right.
Jordan is not trying to be a cute girl that says nasty
Not
stuff.
at all.
Yeah,
No, she's
a
leaning
dirty
it-
girl saying dirty shit,
Yeah.
like a guy kind of, you know.
Um.
And that's fine. I love Jordan.
Yeah,
Super fun.
she's very funny.
Yeah.
So what you were saying about how people are figuring it out in France
Yeah.
as far as comedy
So
goes?
if you go there, you'll hear even if you do stand up in English, because there's a English speaking scene there.
Mhm.
It's French people doing stand up in English because they're trying to do both. Because they think English is more authentic.
Right.
And you listen to a French guy doing stand up, and you'll be like, "This is
Is it boring? Is it
not boring?" But you're like, "It's already been done. What are you
Okay.
doing?" You know, it's like a
like
French
airplane food's weird? Like that type of thing?
kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And you'll be like, wait, I've seen this movie before, like a French version of Kill Bill, where you're like, hey, bro, this movie's been done.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Seen it. Yeah.
So,
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
but there's a French comic that I just toured with, the guy I toured with from New York to Boise, Noman Hosni. So funny. So
and
funny.
does he live in New York or?
He lives in LA.
Oh, okay.
But his stand up in French, so funny. He's like my favorite French stand up.
What's
in
his
French.
style? Observational or like?
It feels like you're his friend and you're at his house.
I love
and
that.
just
That's
talking
my
to you.
favorite.
And it's so good because you don't even feel like he's doing a show right now.
That's the best. That's like Shane Gillis.
Incredible.
It's like he's just talking to you.
Even less, it feels like less written than Shane.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. That's the goal.
Yeah.
In
And
my opinion, that's the goal of stand up.
100%. And
I want you to feel like I'm just talking to you.
yeah. I feel like you're talking to me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you burp on stage too?
I've done it a couple times and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
People don't like
Maybe
it.
learn from that.
No.
for us.
Dude, have you ever met a mime? You don't mime. Can you really mime? Oh, okay. Is that a thing? Are there really mimes?
In France?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like popular?
No.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
So is that like the French version? Is that like the French version of magic? Because you know how people make
No,
fun of
I've seen-
magic here?
They do?
Well, it's like, so comics make fun of magicians here,
Yeah.
which I love magic. I think magic is awesome.
Magicians make a lot more money than comics too.
Ever seen this?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I do love it. I had Wes Barker was on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's actually really good.
Yeah.
He blew my fucking mind, dude. I
Yeah, I
think-
met him with Chris Ramsey. They're really
Oh
funny
yeah.
guys,
Yeah. So you've done have you hit Canada too?
No, never been.
No? Is that part of the
I would
is that-
like I mean if it becomes a 51st state, I'll go.
Oh, but
I'm trying to do
okay.
all 50 states right,
Right.
now. Yeah, it's
But
long
would
enough.
you would you go perform in like cuz you know they speak French there.
In Montreal, yeah. I want to go. I actually submitted to Just for Laughs.
I thought that ended. I thought Just for Laughs is over.
Wait for the end of the story, bro.
Oh, sorry.
I submitted to Just for Laughs and they went out of business.
My bad. Let's edit that to where
No, keep that. You're like, hold on.
Well, I thought Just for Laughs got involved in Moon Tower. Is that
It's the same owner, yeah.
okay?
Oh, is
So it's Moon Tower by Just for Laughs, but Just for Laughs in Montreal went out of business,
Okay.
and now I think they're doing a traveling thing because somebody. You can look it up. What happened?
Yeah.
I'm not informed enough to tell you what happened, but I think it's something to do with like legal fees they have to pay and some stuff that happened.
I feel like Skankfest is kind of on its way to being that. Like
Yeah.
that big that cuz I mean Skank do you apply for Skankfest?
Oh yeah.
Do you have you done it?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I feel like that'd be like perfect for you, but
Tell Rebecca.
yeah, I applied last year. I didn't get it.
Yeah,
either.
Rebecca, get us in.
Also, this year it's in fucking New Orleans, which is one of my favorite cities to go to.
Let's go. I lived there for 2 years. Loved it.
Oh, I love New Orleans, dude. Where'd you live when you lived there?
I lived in Uptown the first year, right across from Maple Leaf, which is one of my favorite venues. Really old school venue there. I went to see Rebirth Brass Band every Tuesday, iconic band, and they had a
You know who that
cookout
is?
there. It was awesome. Yeah, so much fun.
Nice, man.
So much fun.
New Orleans is literally my favorite city to go to.
Yeah, it's great.
I love it so much.
Yeah, why don't you live there?
Oh, I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But I do love going there.
And then I lived.
I heard there's no comedy scene there, really.
There was a
Like,
club.
I know that there is a scene, but
Yeah, there was a club, and there's independent shows. Some of them are really fun. There's a show I did once where the host had to write topics he thought I was going to talk about on a board behind me. I couldn't see it. And anytime
okay.
I talked about one of the topics he mentioned or say a word he thought I was going to say in my set, somebody on stage was supposed to drink a shot.
Oh, okay.
So there was a guy sitting behind me, and anytime I said, for example, yeah, I was living in Philly, shot. I was like, fuck.
Nice.
And your goal is to try to not get the guy too drunk.
Okay.
But he would drink a shot every time you mentioned the topic on the board. And
Do
it's fun because the crowd was reacting to what I was saying.
Yeah, right.
What was
right,
the
right.
test? They put him in a car at the end and see if he gets pulled over. If he gets
Yeah.
a DWI, you lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, good luck, dummy.
Yeah, you drivers home now. But yeah, weird concept, fun show. It was cool.
Do you like so? Real quick, so this is something I was thinking of when you were telling me about the French comedy. So, like in
Oh yeah, did
And,
we
like-
mention Blanche Gardin or? is
yeah,
that
yeah,
gone?
well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But so like in Switzerland and stuff, I heard that when you do, have you been to Switzerland?
I've been, but I haven't done comedy there.
So I heard that when you're doing comedy in like even France, I've heard that the crowds don't really laugh like out loud. I heard that they sort of just like listen and like smile.
There's a lot of that because they're not sure. There's something you guys call it the fourth wall here or no?
Like you mean like breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah.
Like as if
Where
like where I'm like Ryland's back there and
and yeah, you don't know that you can interact with the person. You think
Yeah.
it's just watching. That's the thing in France. We don't really know if we can interact with the person that's performing.
oh, so there's no heckling. That's not happening.
Not. It's more out of respect.
Yeah, that's how I've
And
heard it
fear?
explained. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not really that they don't want to laugh. It's just they don't understand the concept of it. Like, for example, yesterday I went to somewhere. I don't remember the name of the place. We're at Crawfish.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was
I
with-
don't remember either, but
I was with Wes, and Wes didn't know how to eat crawfish. He was like, "Do you just eat the entire thing with the
Yeah.
shell?" I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, bro."
yeah. Oh,
But that's French crowds reacting to stand up. They're
Gotcha.
like, what do I do with it?
Mm.
He didn't even know how to hold it.
mm-hmm.
Imagine with a dick in his hand, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what do I do?
Wait, where does the cum
Do,
go?
I put the whole thing in my mouth? No, bro.
What about the balls?
Yeah, just remove everything and then eat the part inside.
Right,
Remove the
right,
part
right.
inside.
Yeah, crawfish is gross.
Oh yeah, you
dude.
don't like it. I love
No.
crawfish. You don't like it either?
crawfish.
yeah.
Well, he's from Louisiana.
Hell yeah.
What's the northeast version of crawfish? What's it called? Mussels, or would it be oysters?
What are you
No.
talking about?
No,
Crab? Would crab or lobster?
I feel like it'd have to be. I mean, shrimp.
What?
Maybe.
Shrimp?
Yeah.
There's no version.
Yeah, like crawfish is a gross
Is-
freshwater thing from a creek. Like when I was a kid, I would go like you would lift up rocks in a creek and grab the crawfish.
Sure, but then you boil it and it's delicious.
It's still but it's still that's like it's literally like
Some
the
people call them-
mice of the creek, and then lobsters are rats of the sea.
Whatever. You don't eat lobster
No,
and you burp?
I hate seafood.
Really?
Like I'll eat like if it's like so my most adventurous eating is when I'm in New Orleans. Like I love Cajun shrimp, fried Cajun shrimp.
Oh, that's so adventurous, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. When I go to Paris, I have bread.
I once had
crazy, bro.
Grilled swordfish because someone told me it was the steak of the ocean, and it was okay, but it was a
But
little.
you were expecting steak. You said steak, and you were like, "Fuck yeah, I want it to taste like steak."
and it still my thing. I don't like that watery. I don't like the lake taste. Like alligator tastes like chicken that was in a lake.
It tastes like seafood. You don't like seafood?
No.
Yeah. Salad tastes like vegetables. I don't like it.
Oh, I mean I got a whole bit about how I don't like salad,
Yeah.
It's the
But-
steak of the lawn.
Yeah.
dude. But
Steak of the lawn,
I've been
hell
eating
yeah.
the shit out of broccoli lately.
Yeah.
I just douse it in Cajun seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Just so you don't feel it.
Yeah, and I also need to cook it a lot so it's not crunchy. I don't like it when it's crunchy.
Let's remove everything that makes it taste like vegetable.
Put it in some oil for a little bit, deep fry it.
Yeah, did you put
and
blood
then-
on it too?
Yeah, let's. You know what? Let's just get rid of it altogether.
Yeah.
just give me a steak and eggs. I
But,
love eggs, but
What was
yeah.
your question? Crawfish? What?
No, well, anyways, I was just saying. So, like, when you're, because comedy's so new over there and everything, it's like
In France?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and Europe,
So
kind of, right?
Did we get to the part where I mentioned my friend Noman or no?
Yes, we did, but
Was that deleted?
well? So the audio's there.
Oh, the audio is there.
It's just gonna. I don't know. You'll do something with it.
Do we repeat it or do we?
Well, you were just mentioned you did
Because I
the
like
road.
his style. Because in French, it feels like
That's
you're
right.
at his house.
That's right.
He's talking to you, but he's now moved to LA and he's trying to do the same in English, and he's having a harder time being like that because it's not his first language. He
Right.
learned English when he was like really learned when he was 40.
Of course.
And he's 44, and it's really hard.
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
So that's what he wants to do is to do the same he's doing in France, but here.
Right. And I can't imagine how hard that would be.
Yeah, and I'm
That's-
like, bro, you're so good in French. I don't understand why. If I was that good in French, just I would do it in French. You know?
Well, yeah, but not as many people would watch it because Americans are very stubborn with like not wanting to learn another language.
Yeah, but you can perform to French people in France.
Can you make a living doing that?
Yeah,
Oh, you
way
can't.
more money.
Really?
Yeah, way more money. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
There's
think
less
that if you
options.
want I feel like it's just cooler if you're in America, you know?
Why?
Because America's number one.
Why?
We rule, dude.
Never give me like substance.
Because like
All right,
fucking
Zach, freedom. All
we're
right.
the freedom, rights.
I'm here. I agree, but I'm like,
I have a gun.
hell yeah, bro. Here's why it's better. Because I have a gun in your face right now. Hell yeah. Yeah.
You know, we got weed. You know?
We have weed in France too.
No, I bet your weed sucks.
Why?
I just figure it does.
Tastes like seafood.
yeah, it probably tastes like dried bread.
Yeah.
Dude, worst weed. So you don't smoke weed, right?
I would sometimes, but you know, it's legal in the Netherlands.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
like Amsterdam.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
any city in the Netherlands.
So, God damn it. Lost my fucking train of thought again.
Smoke too much weed.
Worst weed I've ever had. Australia. Terrible weed.
Why?
Dude, it was yellow. It was kind of brown. They called it bushweed. Oh, it's some bushweed. And it just fucking, it only made your eyes high. Like, it just made my eyes like a little bit like this. like, like, it sucked.
Are
And
you sure it was weed, bro?
I mean, it might have been just hay. I don't even fucking.
Yeah, maybe they were fucking with you, bro.
It sucked, dude.
Maybe you were like America #1. They're like, try this.
So, I have to preface this what I'm about to tell you with allegedly. I allegedly smuggled in a half ounce of cocaine and ate the Molly and 40 hits of LSD, and it paid for my whole trip. And the cocaine may or may not have went for $300 a gram.
Is that a lot?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's nuts. Because over there they all want to smoke meth.
Really?
Yeah, because cocaine, it's not rare. It's just shitty. Because
Right.
by the time it gets there, it's just disgusting.
Right.
So meth, you can just make it. Like Randy down the road can just make meth,
Yeah.
and that's why they smoke meth there.
No. I don't know anything about drugs.
Oh, I mean, well, you haven't lived.
I have.
No, so I've traveled just as much as you, but it was with acid.
Yeah. No, man, the French guy had a podcast about weed in France, and he got blocked because it's not legal there. He had like
France
200
it's illegal.
Yeah, he had like 200,000 subscribers. YouTube removed his channel.
Well, what do you? So when you say it was it about how the weed's illegal? Like
He was
what-
talking about weed the whole time. It was called "I Will Smoke Weed at Your House." Basically, he would do a podcast. He would do a podcast and smoke weed with people in front of the camera and talk about weed.
in France.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That's
he does that in the States too. He does it.
that's like how
everywhere.
Rogan smokes weed on the podcast, and he's like, yeah, yeah.
It's not really legal, right? But it's Rogan.
It's a gray area. It's so strange. It's so funny to me, and this is a not hacky, but like everyone talks about this, but Texas is so free. You know, like you can go buy. Like I did a show at a gun store here in Austin,
Right.
and we were drinking Loans. They supplied us beer and Little Caesars pizza, pretty cool. And at
You
the
have
end
to point
of
at the camera every time you say Little Caesars Pizza too.
I said pretty cool.
I was a
And-
welder.
11 years. And so at the end of the night, I'm like pretty drunk. Like, I mean, I'm not like shit faced, but I had been drinking. And the dude goes, well, so you said you wanted to buy a gun. You still want to buy a gun? And I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, but like I've been drinking. Is that okay? And he goes, I don't care.
Right.
And so, point being, sells me a gun. I got it that night. There were more answers on the tablet to what my gender was than to what my race was.
On
the race.
What tablet?
You have to fill out like a form, just on like
there
a
was
tablet.
More questions about your race.
There was more questions about more answers to what my gender was than to what my race was.
Like, what was
because
the
the
question?
race was there was literally only white, African American, and then it said, "Are you Hispanic or not?"
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. You'd fucking ask them. But I'm just saying that's how easy it is to get a gun here. And then you go to then you get pulled over and you have a roach on you and you're getting a fucking either going to jail or getting a ticket.
Right.
So it's like you can buy a gun, but you can't smoke weed.
Right.
It's
So
just
you're like saying it's not really free.
I think it's hypocritical
Yeah.
of this state to be like, hey, you can buy guns, you can't get an abortion, and you can't smoke weed.
Yeah.
But you can go get an AR-15 right now.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird. They're all about freedom here, but yet you can't smoke weed.
Why don't they want you to smoke weed?
It's super red, big Republican state. I don't,
Republicans don't like to smoke.
No,
You
but
wanna
these
weigh
the
in on this? You're from
antiquated
the
pieces
South.
of shit running tech. You're gonna launch me in the whole fucking thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Cook.
mean, it's the lobbyists that keep paying off the government here to keep it illegal, and
For
all
the
these fucking
tickets.
like 80-year-old, boomers that are still like they still subscribe to the whole reefer madness thing and the drug paranoia and all that.
Dopers.
Weed's a gateway drug. I don't know.
It's like that Bill Hicks that Bill Hicks bit
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
used to have, where he says, it's funny here in America, drugs are illegal, drugs are bad for you, but it's the drugs that you can't tax that are bad for you. But then you sit here and have a Budweiser, this Bud's for you. It's those drugs that are good for you. So it's just all hypocritical, It's like they can't tax it. That's the drugs that are bad for you.
Yeah, I mean that's like if
I
they
butchered
if
that
they
bit,
fucking
but-
if they taxed if they just legalized and taxed weed, we need casinos in Austin.
Yeah, there's only card rooms.
Yeah, put a riverboat
Yeah.
casino in Lady Bird Lake, and just let me play blackjack.
That'd be sick. Well, don't the card rooms have? Is that just poker, or do they?
It's just poker, and
Oh,
they can
okay.
do that because it's just player to player, with the money.
Yeah, you're basically renting the table.
Exactly. Yeah. But for blackjack or something like that, you need the house, which I think that's where it gets into some finicky territory.
Gotcha.
Interesting, right?
Well, we do
Yeah.
have those. I've noticed in gas stations here, they have those weird slot machines.
Yeah. So the way they get away with those is you don't win money, you win a prize, and then they'll buy that prize back from you. So you didn't win $50. You won a teddy bear, but we'll
But
buy
that
that
was
teddy bear from you for
$50.
$50. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. It's crazy, like, and you probably saw some of this too, because I came down from Idaho back around Christmas,
Yeah.
and we went down through like Montana and Nebraska. Everything there's a casino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally, at the
it's like Nevada's like that too. Their
Yeah.
airport is a casino.
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
What's France's stance on gambling and stuff?
It's for addicts. So yeah, it's considered
Like it's frowned upon?
yeah.
Oh, but do they have casinos?
Yes, but it has to be near the water where there's an addiction center, basically.
Really?
Yeah,
Can you look up France casinos?
yeah.
Paris.
It's always by the
Paris
water.
casino.
There's no casinos in Paris
Why are the treatment facilities on the water?
because you go there and you send rich people over there. and,
Oh, so they have a relaxing
yeah,
time.
kind of relaxing time. It's considered like you are sick.
So in Australia, have you been to Australia?
No.
Love it. You would love it. It's
How's the weed there?
terrible. And the only cocaine they had was what I brought.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And but so
Can we-
in Australia,
Can we bring the text back in?
it's
or?
being slow. So in Australia, they have they call them pokies, which are slot machines, but they call them pokies. And my buddy was all fucked up on Molly, and he was like, "Oh, I just like pushing the buttons. That's why they call them pokies. You just poke the buttons, and it's got all the lights."
Yeah.
And anyways, I won. I put $10 in one. I won $950.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And then how
I've
did you
gotten
lose it?
randomly lucky a few times in my life. Have you ever won a substantial amount of money off
Yes,
gambling?
playing poker when I was 19. I played $50 for a tournament, and I won 1,800.
Nice.
Yeah, I finished first of a like 220 players maybe.
Oh hell
I
yeah.
bought a scooter.
Do
with
you
it.
still play?
Yeah, I love playing.
Oh, do you play online and stuff?
No, not online. I love playing. I played online during the pandemic a lot,
Mm.
and I made same thing,
Pretty
$2,000.
Nice.
Playing $50, same kind of tournament.
Do you do Texas Hold'em or do you do like?
Texas Hold'em, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I've played it in Austin a bunch. I have
Okay.
a friend who runs a poker game, and then I went to Texas Card House, TCH.
I've heard of
You
that. Yeah, yeah.
It's really nice. That's the thing where you like rent the table.
Right.
It's legal, but it's not. When I turned 18, I started playing live in Paris. They had a poker room, like a gambling room, but it was a club. So it was legal because it was not a casino. It was a membership to come into the room. We would rent the room.
Like a club.
Yeah, but it's fucking casino.
Yeah, right. A little weird gray area.
Yeah, it was gorgeous, and I think they had to. Close
So
it.
gambling in France is legal. Let's see, 49% of people in France participated in some form of betting in the 12 months prior to the reports of data. The figure includes 28%.
Yeah, but look at casinos in France. They have to
Yeah, I
be
want to
near
see
the
a
ocean.
casino.
They have to be near like a lake or an ocean or
That's
whatever.
so funny. So it's like when you lose all your shit, you're like, I need to go relax at this lake.
No, it's not really how. But yeah, the same thing. They try to find a gray area to have a casino.
Okay.
But I think people don't want to have.
When I was in so I go to I love New Orleans. They got that.
Or you can type, "Why is there no casino in Paris?"
They have that O'Hara's.
Harris. Yeah.
And my buddy that I went there with, he goes, "I'll front you $200,
Uh-huh.
and if you lose it, don't worry about it." And so we get in there and we play three card poker, and I won $1,300 in like 2 hands, and I was like, "We're done, let's go."
Nice.
Because I had just spent Carrie had just kicked me out, so I needed
Yeah.
the money. Oh, is that in Paris? Casino de Paris. Nice.
No, Casino de Paris is a. It's a venue
Oh,
where
okay.
it's like a Vulcan.
Oh, I gotcha. But yeah, right on the water, Casino Barriere.
Barrière, yeah.
Barriere.
Barrière.
So you put an H on an R.
No.
Okay. What about Deauville?
Deauville, yeah, that's where
That's a nice place, dude.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's cool.
But to me, casinos, growing up, I thought you had to put a tuxedo on, and but here you go to Vegas and you're like, oh, you don't even need to get dressed.
Yeah, no. I've only been to Vegas. Have you done comedy in Vegas yet?
Yeah, love it.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I heard it's a good scene.
Great.
Did you
scene.
do like the Jimmy Kimmel's Club
Yeah.
and Wise Guys?
Wise Guys, Jimmy Kimmel's? I did a spot on Michael Yo's show at Jimmy Kimmel's.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I did a spot set on Butch Bradley's shows. I love Butch Bradley. He's a great improviser.
I've heard of his name. I don't know. I've heard of that name.
Yeah. I did the festival there, Laugh After Dark. It was really fun.
Nice,
Can,
man.
Can you look up why is there no casino in Paris?
I'm trying.
Oh, thanks.
So I think on the computer it's working, but it
It just takes a second for everything to catch up on here.
is the phone still? We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Like
Um,
an hour 15.
Okay. After we look this up, do you have your do you have like any? Do you have anything posted yet from the documentary, or are you just doing lives and?
No, I haven't posted anything yet
Okay,
because I'm looking to.
you want it to be completely done.
Yeah, 100%. And also, I found a producer last year that offered a substantial amount of money, but they wanted my rights for 30 years.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, well, at least it means I'm doing something right,
yeah.
but also no. So
Well,
I asked to rewrite the contract, and they were like, no, we're not interested.
I think I love what you're doing. In the documentary, is there going to be any of your actual? Is it going to be any of your material, or is it just going to be more about like what's more of like the?
I don't
main,
know yet. I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
started editing. I'm just gathering
Just
footage.
gathering it all up.
Yeah.
And how do you organize it?
It's by state and by things that happen or people. So, for example, you have Ohio, then the city Dayton, and then you click and it says car,
Okay.
venue,
Okay.
dinner,
So
and
that-
then the name
yeah.
of the people that are in the videos. It's a lot.
So and are you going to edit it all yourself?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to be looking for a team, but right now I'm not even thinking
Right now
about
you're
it.
just collecting the footage.
Yeah. Because, at the beginning, my first thing was to find a videographer. So for 6 months, I was stuck in Hawaii during the pandemic. And that's where I wanted to do this thing. So I talked to different videographers there. And then I would go to LA, talk to videographers there. And I talked to a movie director in LA. And everybody said, yeah, well, I'll do it for 10 days. And I'm like, no, it's like 3
It's a
years.
long thing,
It's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, would you have been willing to like?
But they
Which-
wanted to like charge me, and I was like, I can't.
Right. That's what I was going to ask you.
And then a friend of mine who's a movie director in Paris was like, just do it yourself, bro. And I was like, how? It's like, just use your phone.
I mean, dude, the
You can do so much on your
footage
phone.
of these, the quality is insane.
Yeah. So I just bought a mic that you can plug to your phone, like a Shure mic, and also a lav mic that you can also plug to yourself. And I started going everywhere, filming, and if you have a good eye, it works. If you have a bad eye, it'll be a bad documentary.
And you got your you got that clip-on lamp now.
Yeah, but that's for like Instagram lives when I ask people stuff.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, yeah, because you look better when you use that.
Yeah, no, you showed me the difference.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I think so. Here's the history of casinos right here. 1907, the French Civil Code defined the conditions for opening casinos in France, authorizing them only in spa towns and seaside resorts. Paris was excluded from the legislation. The aim being to maintain a distance between large urban centers and gambling.
Yeah.
Holy shit. 1919, the restriction was reinforced by a ban on casinos with a 100-kilometer
That's
radius.
60 miles or 50.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
60
only
miles.
exception was the casino at what's that?
Enghien-les-Bains.
One more time?
No.
Come on.
Nope, that's it. Just replay it if you want.
Here,
I
you
don't
want me-
think I'm
going to
pronouncing-
say it then. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Casino at Enghien-les-Bains. Got it?
No.
Oh, which opened in 1931 at a spa resort in line with the defined criteria. This ban on casinos in Paris is designed to avoid the risks of addiction and the negative social impacts that such establishments could generate. That's wild.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really frowned upon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I even like how you said frowned upon.
Frowned upon.
Well, man, I love what you're doing. I think it's fucking cool as shit.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely forgot a bunch of questions I had.
Oh, we can do it again. It's
Yeah,
okay, man.
We'll have to-
Yeah.
since I mean, you're 2 steps away from my door, so
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing this,
My
man.
pleasure, man. Can I ask you how many viewers you have?
Not enough.
How many usually?
We're almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Ooh, guys, subscribe to my YouTube too.
Where can everyone find you at?
Instagram. I was waiting for the question. Instagram is Zach Mama, ZACH_MAMA, and YouTube.com/Zach Mama, ZACHMAMA.
And what's your upcoming shows you got going on? That this will be out in like 2 weeks.
It'll be out in 2 weeks. So I have a show at Vulcan in Austin on March 21st at 10:30 p.m. Vulcan
And
Gas
midnight.
Company.
And
Mhm.
midnight.
And midnight, I'm doing a show. And then I'm going to Europe in April, but I'm back in the States. I'm doing a bunch of shows in Europe. You can go to zachmama.com if you want to see where I'm in Europe. And then LA, I'm doing the improv with Gina Brion in the Ontario Improv.
Hell
which,
yeah.
I heard is a great room. And I'm also doing Chocolate Sundays at the Laugh Factory. What?
Is that Zacho's? Is that Zacho's show?
No.
Oh, I saw. He had a.
I mean,
flyer.
he's doing the chocolate.
Oh, I just assumed that. All right. Anyways, we'll edit that
no,
out.
he's doing. No, you don't have to edit it out. Chocolate Sundays is a show. It's a black show every Sunday at the Laugh Factory Hollywood.
You know, black people love me.
They're not here to vouch for that.
Yeah, they do. Rylan knows it. Black people do love me for real. I'm serious.
What do you mean?
Like they just. I don't know what it is, but they think I'm hilarious. It's awesome.
All right, tell if you're black in the comments. Say,
Hey, I would love to do chocolate sundaes.
say if it's true or not.
But yeah, guys, go follow Zach Mama and stay tuned for his documentary. Rylan, you got anything to plug, buddy?
No, not really.
All right. Well, I'll go fuck myself. No, guys, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram at Mason Smith Comedian. Thank you, Zach, for coming on.
if you're
Thank
black,
you, Rylan.
follow him if you're black.
Hey, they already do.
Yeah, they're already there.
And Bill Hicks, you're a good boy. All right. Thank you, guys.
Take
I'm
care.
going up on.
Bye bye.
Howdy, partner. Thanks for tuning in to High Noon with that wily coyote, Mason Smith. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all platforms. We'll see you next week on the Dusty Trail for more hijinks and fun.